たいた。未開封開けられない。大事すぎて開けられないかな。これ2015年だから。
Ayaka is in love with Kane, a character in 100 Day Princess, a simulated dating app targeted at women in their 20s and 30s.
どんな気持ちになる？ときめくもう本当にもう彼に恋をしてるのと本当一緒。もう一人でこうってなる
The game is about a girl who becomes a princess while wearing a glass slipper for 100 days. The user plays the role of the princess. The game was created by Cybird, one of many companies producing these types of apps.
The term virtual boyfriend is what's most commonly used in US media outlets, but most of our fans don't use that term. They will refer to the genre they're playing as an Otome game, or some of them might call it a romance game or a love sim. Otome game, when literally translated, means a maiden game, which is basically a game for young women.
In an Otome game, the usual objective is to fall in love. Users can often have multiple boyfriends at one time and decide on interactions with boyfriends that decide the fate of the game. Otome games have fueled the thriving mobile gaming industry, which accounts for nearly $6 billion of the Japanese gaming market.
Otome games are definitely our biggest strength right now. What sets Otome games apart is definitely the amount of reality that we bring to all of our games. You really do feel like you're falling in love with somebody, and you also feel like this really could happen to me sometime, even if it's outside of this virtual world.
Games contain complex plots written by a team of predominantly female writers, and the storylines get creative. Other companies have released games where users can date samurais, historical figures, or even pigeons, like in one game called Hatofu Boyfriend. Cybird is hoping its US version of 100 Day Princess, known as Midnight Cinderella, will also become a hit.
We've had about 1.3 million downloads since we released it 2 years ago. This is a fantasy/romance app where you become the princess of a kingdom, and your first job is to find your prince. There are 9 really hot guys that you get to choose from, and over the course of the game you fall in love and find out whether or not your romance is going to last or not.
でやっぱりその最初に意識したのがすごくこう女性が憧れる、キラキラした世界っていうのを、描きたいというところから始まってるので、もう本当に12時にシンデレラの靴を落としていっちゃうみたいなシーンをこう想起させるシーンとか、あとはドレスとか、食べ物とかそういうのも。
Simulation games gained popularity in Japan in the 1980s, but the first one designed specifically for women was released in 1994, named Angelique. It was made for Super Nintendo, and it set the precedent for women's games in this genre to focus on romance.
I think it can be a great stress reliever when you're playing these games. It's really, really nice to have a guy who lives in your cell phone, who only comes out when you want him to. He loves you unconditionally. He's just the perfect guy.
ゲームをしてる時だけはこう自分の恋人みたいな感覚だけど、やっぱりこういう外ちょっとやっぱり現実世界がちょっと交わってきたりとか、それこそプリンセスのイベントとかでも女の子とかあったりすると、やっぱりみんなの会員みたいな多分会員が好きなんだろうけど、多分同じような人がいても多分好きにはならないかなって思う。
And although some may be quick to write off Otome games as a quirky Japanese subculture, the genre is becoming immensely popular in the United States as well.
Our American audience has been exposed to Japanese anime and manga from a very, very young age. About 15 to 20 years ago, Sailor Moon and Pokemon really made a big impact on a lot of young people's lives, so they can really relate to the characters in the game and they feel comfortable with the illustration style. I think within the next 5 to 10 years, this is going to be a very, very popular genre that most people know about and will be playing.
With such loyal fan bases comparable with cult TV shows, Otome games may just become another feature of a typical modern woman's life.
今のところこれをやめる予定はないです。
I personally feel that This is just an evolution of the romance novel genre. I think as people are shifting away from reading and not buying books, and they're spending a lot more of their leisure time on their phones or on tablets, and that's where they get their, romantic satisfaction from.
Be sure to watch this next episode, which looks at how a website helping young couples book hotel rooms is shaking up conservatives in India.
We provide that sense of confidence in these people that all the hotels that we work with are going to be very safe. There will be no questions asked, and we'll be given a safe stay. There will be no police raids and all.
Thanks for watching Seeker Stories, and be sure to subscribe for new videos every week.